it's not even opening all the way. I'm really upset over here. There's the chips. I remember one time I went to the baseball park and obviously, is that crooked? Oh my god. All I need to say is that David Dorik stole from me and I am literally crushed beyond belief. And I know people are gonna say what they want to say about this video and I don't care. People can say what they want to say. I still feel like I'm crooked. Ouch! I just stubbed my toe! Ouch, my toe. My toe is throbbing. I just ordered new shoes too. They just came from Amazon. Don't look at them, they're kind of dirty. Ew, we're gonna put them back on the floor. Remember that one time I smacked my feet with my shoe? Obviously, I was very upset. Oh, I really need a shower. I can't close my legs because I'm a man, but my legs are going outwards like this. And it smells like, smells like fish. It smells like Thailand fruit market. Ugh. Oh my, oh, and that's my fart too. Now we have horse stable with Thailand fruit market competing for the smells. And don't say I'm against Thailand, people. Obviously not. I've been there how many times? I should probably go back. The last time Orland said he was going to break up with me, I went to Thailand to cry myself to sleep because I couldn't even afford rent back then. And I did it in Thailand because I got my air flight for free. And I had paid, what, $800 for a month of this apartment. It was really nice. I could see nothing in Los Angeles or Seattle. Ugh. I mean, you can get a room, obviously, but obviously it was very difficult. I am so upset. My toe is throbbing. And I actually have cankle calluses on my toes. I'm just not having it today. I don't even know how to begin this video. I really, truly don't know how to begin. I look at myself and I say, you are this not okay. Like, no one likes you. You're doing this mukbang where you eat all this food and you eat your feelings. But at the end of the day, you are empty-hearted with a black heart. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, okay? And I look at my eyes and I say, they are such sad, defeated eyes. I hear my voice and I say, wow, the timbre might sound better because you're fat now, because fat people tend to have better voices. And don't say that's not true or stereotype. It is. I used to play violin, and the best violinists were fat because the vibrations go through their bodies and makes more ambience. Listen, like, my voice might sound nice, but it's a defeated voice. Now, there might be copyright music in here, so I don't even know. And obviously there's some curse words. But just take a look and listen.
Yours? No. Can I sit in it? No. Yeah. Dude, you're lying, bro. I'm not kidding.
Another curse word. I'm really sorry.
What the? Actually?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy f. That's insane. Oh my god.
I'm shaking. I'm good. What do you think? You like it?
Holy shit.
It's yours. It's not a lease. It's completely yours.
Shut the f. Oh my god. Oh my god, I hope you guys are this for a wedding. This is insane. This is crazy, dude. Holy Lamborghini. For real? For real?
I've never seen you cry.
I can't tell if I'm asleep.
I watched this in bed today, and I broke down. I broke down. That was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me. Me. And I'm not, oh. Let me first tell you too, I'm not talking about the person who received the Lamborghini. I'm talking about the person who gave it. That was supposed to be me. My fortune cookie told me that I was going to be rich, famous, cute, attractive, loved, so famous, that I'd be giving people out cars. And I have 5 fortune cookies here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 4 for each one of my chins. And we're gonna read it right now. Because I was supposed to be giving people Lamborghinis. That was my destiny. Jesus comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. And Jesus said there would be no pain. And I'm gonna take all 4 of them out. I don't need the crackers because I don't want diabetes. My chins are big enough. That was my destiny. Is it a coincidence he looks like me? Is it a coincidence? I think not. That he has those beautiful brown eyes like me, a nice smile, a cute face, very charismatic. That was supposed to be me. And he stole my chance. 5. And I'm gonna mix them up and I'm gonna pick one. A former acquaintance will unexpectedly resurface. That's not what I'm talking about. This one. You will be awarded for a great honor. That is me. With honor. I do everything with honor. And that was supposed to be me. He stole my future. He stole my identity. He stole my past and my present. He took my chromosomes. And I watch this and I have tears running down my face in my bedroom because I say to myself, that was supposed to be me. I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to be nice. I'm not nice. I'm a bitch. So today we're doing Panda Express Chinese food. Thumbnail. There. You know, I don't even know what to say. I'm actually very upset. It's just not fair. Life is not fair. That's something I've learned recently over the years. And over the recent couple of months, as you know, life is not fair. That was supposed to be me. Rich, successful, nice, giving back, so popular, everyone loves. I feel like I'm back in high school where I'm the loser. The one that everyone makes fun of, the one that everyone makes hate videos about, the one that everyone wants to talk down to push up against the wall, to throw books at their head, to follow me home from school and throw rocks at my face, to pour milk down my shirt. All these things happened to me, where I couldn't even change in the locker room for PE. I was the loser. And this was the popular kid that everyone just loved. And I thought when I would come to YouTube, I would be that popular kid. And he stole my DNA. He stole my DNA. That was supposed to be me. Joy comes in the morning. Joy. It's just not fair because I was supposed to be giving cars to people just like this.
Oh my god. Holy that's insane. Oh my god. I'm shaking. What do you think? You like it?
You stole from me.
It's yours. It's not a lease.
You stole my future.
Oh my god.
He stole my future.
This is insane. This is
I was supposed to be rich. And here I am, eating my face to death. And I also have egg rolls on here. Egg roll, egg roll, egg roll. I was gonna say, if that leg popped off, I would make David buy another one. This is his fault. It's no one's fault but your own. You're just so narcissistic. I wasn't born narcissistic. I became narcissistic because he took my path. He stole my identity. He stole my chromosomes. He stole my DNA. And I don't know how to sleep now. I can't fall asleep. At all. At all. And I finally figured out whose fault it is. It's David Dobrik's fault. Listen, you can say everything you want about me. Oh, you don't make sense. Oh, you're just jealous of him. I just told you I don't want a Lamborghini. I want to even fit in one. I want to be able to give people Lamborghinis so people know that I'm good. And then I saw him on, what was it, Jimmy Fallon? What's his name, Jimmy Fallon? He was on the Jimmy Fallon show.
I saw at the club and one of his
talking about Justin Bieber.
And I just remember, just like, everyone knows Justin Bieber, right?
Yes, we all do. And then I saw him in the car with Justin Bieber.
What do people think about Justin Bieber? What do you think about Justin Bieber?
Oh, so...
And then Justin's in his rich Tesla coming out and scaring the girl, Bill. He just went Bill. He just went Bill. And there's him dressed up like Superman, which I don't even know. I can't handle it. You know when you see someone and then you say, that was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me. And you see, look where I am. I'm stuck. I'm fat. I'm miserable. I'm hated. I'm cheated on. I'm divorced. I'm single. I'm unloved. I'm miserable. My penis shrank from gaining weight because my fupa swallowed half of it up. I just want to be David Dobrik. A surprise gift will leave a lasting impression. A Lamborghini. Well, that's all I have to say. I'm actually kind of hungry and I'm going to eat now. I'm sorry for swallowing my snot on camera, but I don't know where it's supposed to go. So let's do our bam and make it really pretty. 1, 2, 3. I can make all my hair go like this, really nice like David. And since I haven't showered for 2 days, the grease will keep it in place. How about that? How about that? Everything is nice and good and I don't have coronavirus in my fingernails because I haven't left the house. Today, welcome to my mukbang. I'm in a very upset mood, as you can probably tell. You better not fall. I'm eating shrimp, walnut, coconut. And today we're gonna be like David. Oh no, I can't. It's too hard. I'm a Nikocado, Nikocado, Avocado. I was supposed to be a Nickelodeon star. He stole my future. He took my DNA. He made an identical chromosome of me, and then he made himself into David Dobrik, and he took my future. And I'm gonna have a bite now, because I'm mad. I just got an OnlyFans sign up. You guys, give me a couple of days. I don't even know what's happening to my YouTube channel. I'm this close to quitting. I'm single. I'm not processing this well at all. And everyone on that website wants me to masturbate. Which I have, and I will. I took so many sleeping pills the other day. I can't even get it up. It's just dangling there. I mean, I'm sure half of you will want to see that anyway. See, look at me. David Dobrik would never sell his body for money. He's so much better than me. I'm over here trying to make it with my body, even though my body is ugly and fat. I'm telling you, he took my future. He took my future. That was supposed to be me. Mmm. I'm sure everyone can relate with me right now. That there's somebody in your life that you know of that came in and copied you to the pieces of it over and over and over, trying to be you, and then they rose above you. David Dobrik was trying to be me. And now he's all world famous, and I'm stuck over here, dumped upon in this apartment. Oh, here we go. Smells the hair. Cheers to my water bottle. The Panda Express bottle. This is actually really tasty, I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really good. This coconut walnut shrimp is to die for. It's creamy. It's gooey. The shrimp tastes like seafood. Well, light up my world, baby. I don't know why I got two of these. I only had one egg roll. That egg roll was very good, though. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let me turn that off. Should you listen to it? I'm popular. Look at me, David Dorik. I have friends. And they're calling me. Oh, they just hung up. Yummy in my tummy. I have so many friends in my phone book. Let me add them up for you. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. My bank. These are unknown numbers. I'm just going through my recents of the past month. Oh, it doesn't go that far. I've had to make a lot of phone calls lately. Well, it's 6 people. I have 6 friends, and I'm friends with the bank. And they know how much money I have. I'm just saying. And I'm gonna take a big bite. I like that they chop these up. Yes. How are you today, David Dobrik? Is it nice being nice? And happy and successful and an overall good person and on coke? And are you bisexual? I don't know. How are you today? Just so happy, successful, and good. And I'm over here just not happy. You took who I was and made it into David Dorik. And I know he's watching. David, people say all the time that we look very similar. If you were 100 pounds heavier. And that we're very similar in our smiles and our niceness. But you are taking it up a whole nother level to niceness and smileys. And I just can't compete. And I hope you're very happy being genuine. And rich. It's okay though. I learned recently money doesn't mean happiness. Food means happiness. Masturbation means happiness. And that's all I care about. That's all that matters. Let me tell you right now. I'll give you a sound bite, though. There are two things in life that matter most. And I'm going to share them with you today. They are two things, and they are food and masturbation. Without those two, life is not fair. Life is not good. Life has no purpose. But as long as you're eating and masturbating, you are doing the good deed. And your life should be fulfilled in every way a person can be fulfilled. So cheers to that. Mmm. 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 This shrimp, I'm telling you. I also have some chicken over here. We'll put a little. Ooh. Spicy chicken. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. As the shrimp. Oh. Speaking of masturbation, when I eat seafood, when I eat king crab legs, it goes up real fast. It's hot. Ooh. And very hard like a baseball bat. When I eat salmon and shrimp, there's no really effect. When I eat chicken, better than usual. When I eat ramen, it shrinks. It literally goes inside of me. I do those ramen mukbangs, it just don't. I mean, it works, but half of it's missing. I'll actually make a good presentation on my OnlyFans. to show you what it looks like from certain foods. It does make a difference. Oh, the biggest aphrodisiac, I think it's called, that I ever got was durian. I got very sick. I was sick for a week because I'm allergic to sulfur, so I can't even eat it. You'll be fine. I was so rock hard. It just looked massive. I was like, where did all this come from? Like, pew. That and king crab legs get it going the most. I think durian the most. I remember I don't want to talk about that. It's gonna make me sad. Let's just say it worked. Very good. It's hard. I don't know how to not think about you know who. This shrimp is so good. Well, I don't know what else to say. I have so many noodles to make my pee-pee soft. True, it happens every time. I don't know. It's all the carbs, I think, constricting the arteries. Thank you for spending time with me. I do appreciate it. I've known in my life. Zero personas. Walnut. Is there honey in this too? There's definitely sugar. I miss having a big bottle. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ate a lot. And I'm so miserable. I would make a cute David Dobrik wannabe. I just have to lose weight and become a good person. And have money. And have friends, and famous friends. and be attractive. In all seriousness, I really do feel like I look at him and I say, that was supposed to be me. I don't know how to explain it. And it's not envious because I want a Lamborghini or whatever. Excuse me. It's more so like I want to feel loved. Like he is. You know what I mean? It's like I don't need a lot of money to be happy. Well, maybe I do. I've never really been happy. I don't really have money. But he's so loved. People scream when he goes by. He did this one little meetup, did something outside someone's balcony. I don't know where it was, LA, New York. And the whole alleyway was flooded, squished like sardines. All these screaming girls with posters and signs. And all these people saying how much they love him. Oh, I want that. I don't want the money. I don't want the fakeness. I just want to feel loved. And he's just so loved everywhere. And I feel like that was supposed to be me. And I'm just so unliked. And people know me for all the wrong reasons. And I wish I wasn't me. People say, oh, you can change. Oh, you can make steps to improve, but it's too late. I'm not David Dobrik. Oh, well, you can be your own good person. I don't want to be my own good person. I'm so hated. I want to feel loved, like David. I have friends. It's the same guy, but I do have friends. Why did it turn down? Oh, because it saw my face. Oh, that's interesting. It saw my face and the volume went lower. Oh, that's a new feature the iPhone must have. Because it was very loud for you to like run into the room, you know? Oh, goodness. I just don't like my life. What good have I done? I did a noodle giveaway one time. I've never... Let's not talk about money. Okay, not money-wise, like charities or giving out iPads or whatever. Well, just me. What have I done? I've done nothing. Nothing. I have done nothing except eat and stuff my face and pout. I've done nothing good for anybody. I asked a question last week or 2 weeks ago. I said, why do you guys watch me? And most of the comments were like, you're entertaining. You're entertaining. You're a natural comedian. You're the best actor I've ever seen. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but entertainers are not good people necessarily. You know, like, I want to be a good person. I want to do something good. I want to do something good. I do nothing good. I am not good. I disappoint people. I let people down. I'm fat. I'm ugly. I try to make new friends and then we're not friends anymore. Actually, I still have some YouTuber friends. I actually have a lot of YouTuber friends left, but... Actually, most people, let's say, you know, let's go down the list. Let's count how many friends I have. I don't talk to her that much, but I love her. She loves me. I think I have 11 YouTubers. That's a lot of people. That's like 90% of who I've ever collaborated with. But no one lives in Florida. No one's in Orlando. No one's here that I can go hang out with at the movies. I should go make friends. It's just not that. I don't even want friends. I want to be loved. Like David Dobrik. I want crowds of people saying my name because of how good I was. Like someone just, what was his name? A couple days ago. The basketball player who died in a helicopter crash. Kurt. No, they're all gonna come for me. Starts with a K, but should be a C, but people say K. Keto. Oh no, what's his name? Bryant was his last name? Oh shoot. Curtis. Oh no. Chris? No. It was like four letters. K, beep, beep. Calvin? Oh, what was his name? It starts with a K. And even though it sounds like it should be a C. Kenneth? I don't know. I don't think it's that long. I remember being very short. Like 4 letters. I think there's an O in there. Kathy. Oh, everyone's really upset. Everyone's shouting at the screen. I don't know sports. I don't know basketball. I've never heard of them before. Don't come for me. I don't know sports or anything. All I know is that, like, oh gosh, what's his name? What's his name? Anyways, he went in a helicopter crash. He passed away in a helicopter crash with his daughter. He's a basketball star, NBA. Is that the St. National Basketball Association? I think that's. He died in a helicopter crash, and I know I'm saying it with a smile on it. I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing about that, I swear. He passed away in a helicopter crash. Sounds horrific, with his 13-year-old daughter. And there's people saying his name. They were praying for him. They were having rallies, and I think it was around the time of the music awards, MTV, some kind of awards, and they started recognizing him. And oh, like I want when I die, I want people to say, I want people to gather in groups with candles and say, this guy was such a good man. Because I started watching videos. Apparently there's a car crash somewhere in Newport Beach, I think it's called, somewhere in Huntington Beach, no, Newport Beach. I don't know, it's in Los Angeles area. There's a car crash, all the cars got smashed. They're at an intersection or something like that, and the car is gonna go around. Well, he, being this famous basketball star, got out of his car, he stood by the people smushed in their car. I don't know if he was with the people, did anyone die? I don't know if they were accordion to death, I don't know. If they flew out their windows, but he was there. He was there, he didn't have to be there. He's Kenneth Bryant. Oh gosh, that's not his name. Shoot. But he's this guy, this famous, rich, adored basketball player, and he just stayed for the people and made sure everyone's okay until the ambulance came, and he helped direct traffic because all the cars were smashed. And then there was another scene of him with his daughter, another clip on Twitter. Gosh, this was a couple days ago, I can't remember. He just looks like a nice guy, and you look at his face and you're like, that's a good man. See, I don't know anything about him. Didn't know. Again, I don't know sports. Just, that's not my thing. But I just looked at his face. And I looked at his daughter's face too. And I said, that's a good man. I don't know. You really shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I recently did that to, oh, I shouldn't say on camera. Someone who had a relationship, okay. I was like, oh gosh, no, another one of these. But, you know, great person. You know, you should never judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? That's a bad thing to do, and I feel like we're all guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I look at some girls and I'm like, oh, she's a piece of, you know what? And then she turns out to be an angel. And then a girl that looks like a nice girl who reads books and, you know, is going to school. She's just a nasty, nasty, nasty person. So, anyways, probably this really means nothing, but he had this very gentle, attractive features on his face. He didn't look like a mean guy, and again, that's very stereotypical. I don't know how to say it. And I'm sure if I said the opposite, like he looked like a mean guy, people would be like, oh, how dare you look at his face and say, oh, you're racist. You know what I mean? So I really shouldn't say that, because you really shouldn't look at people's faces and determine if they're good people. I don't know. For what it's worth, if it's worth anything, he just looked kind. Maybe it was very good photos people were flashing around. But, it's really not how life works. Please don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to give him a compliment, but... yeah, so when I die, I want people to say, this guy was so kind. This guy gave back. This guy was sweet. And this guy he changed the world. He influenced people. He got into people's hearts. He got into people's minds, and he did good things. And he inspired people to do better and to eat better or exercise or do something good. And I feel like I've done nothing good for years. Nothing. I'm gonna go down in history as a loser. And all these other things too, as of recently. A broken piece of crap. Just broken. That's how I'm gonna go down, as a train wreck, a troll, a bad actor, a creepy stalker, a bad friend. I don't think I'll go down in history for any good thing. And that makes me so sad that I'm not like David Dobrik, who will go down for being inspiring and making people laugh and giving to his friends and making people smile and being attractive. And I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm just here. Being a nobody. Goodbye.